There are several ways to go about embedding a YouTube video into your Bobble app. The simplest way is to use the built-in video element from Visual Elements on the sidebar. And so you can drag that in. And then you'll notice that the video element supports either YouTube or Vimeo. So it's a little bit restrictive. We'll do more videos in the future of how to embed, say, like a TikTok video. But for YouTube, it asks for the video ID. Now the video ID is not the whole URL. It is just the bit at the end after V equals, V standing for video. This is the video ID, and this is just a perfectly random YouTube video for this demonstration. So we copy that into here. I think that's a little, oh, there we go, it's loaded in. And you'll notice that the YouTube video I picked is showing up in my Bobble app, and it fills up the container that I've dragged this video element, this being just a placeover. And it provides you with some customization, such as being able to play the video automatically when the page loads, and also being able to loop the video. But you might find you require a little bit more finer tuning. So a different way to approach it would be to use an HTML element. And this time, when I go onto YouTube, I need to get the embed code. And the embed code allows me, for example, is if your video that you're embedding is 2 hours long, but when you want, when you have your user and they click play, you want to play from like the hour mark, you can do that by shifting the start time. So for this Rick Ashley video, I'm going to say start it at 1 minute, and then I copy all of that code and I paste it into here. And then I click preview. So it's fairly similar, but you'll have noticed that it's shrunk down. And that's because the code that YouTube provided me has got these parameters in here. For example, the width is set to 560, and that's a pixel value. And so that's why it doesn't reach all the way across this whole rectangle, because the whole width of that is 758, which is a larger value. Now you can just, if you know what size you want your video to end up in your app, you can play around with the numbers here. Like, you're not going to break it. Feel free to change some of the data in the YouTube embed code and see if you get the desired effect. Something to point out is, for some reason, when you use an HTML element, the default styling Bobble provides has got padding on the vertical and on the horizontal axis. So let's say I want my video to be really snug in the corner, no border on the left or on the top. And if I hit preview, you'll see I don't get that. I get a small white bar going around it. So to get rid of that, I have to toggle off from the default style and then select 0 here, and you'll notice in the preview that it adjusts, in the editor rather, and then in the preview you can see I now have my video sat snugly in the place where I desire it to be in my app.